Do you ever feel like the people in your life just don't give a shit? Well, what if I could grant you the power right now to get anyone to care about the thing that you want them to care about, so much so that they will actually take accountability for doing something about it? What could be possible? You could get your daughter to be excited about cleaning her room. You could get your boyfriend to take ownership of walking the dog. And what about your employees? Could you actually get them to care about the results that you're trying to achieve so that they're passionate about their jobs and finding fulfillment in driving results? Well, let's get you that power. I'm a data scientist focused on workplace culture and recently did research with 50,000 frontline workers in America. We wanted to understand, how do you get people to care? Because let's face it, great workplace culture is not a result of how many ping pong tables you have. Great workplace culture is when you and your team actually give a shit. And what we found was when people start in a new job, they actually usually care a lot. And then a year later, they are half as likely to be engaged at work. What happens in that year to make them stop caring? Well, understanding that was the key to figuring out how to get people to care. And that key is something called the results pyramid. So there are 4 layers in the results pyramid, and the top layer is results, because that's what we're all trying to achieve. We want some kind of outcome, whether that is a clean room or a walked dog or the revenue goals at your company. And what creates results is actions, people doing stuff, the second layer of the pyramid. So someone has to pick up the laundry, someone has to go take the dog outside, someone has to call the client or manufacture the widget. And that is where most leaders stop. They know that results come from actions, so they focus on telling people to take action. And we call that the action trap, because it looks like this. Go clean your room, go walk the dog, go call the client. Did you call the client? How many clients did you call last week? Unfortunately, the action trap does not motivate people, and it certainly doesn't get anyone to care. It just gets the job done. In fact, that is the exact experience that people were having in that first year at work that's making them go from caring to not caring. They're getting bossed around, and it's demotivating. If you want to get people to care, you have to get at the next layer down in the results pyramid, which is the thing that drives our actions. What drives our actions is our beliefs. We all hold underlying beliefs about whether there's value in cleaning the room or walking the dog or doing the work. And if you want to get people to care, you have to change what they believe, not just what they do. And you can do that through experiences. The bottom layer of the results pyramid is experiences, because our beliefs all come from the experiences that we've had. So if you want to shape someone's belief to be different, you have to create a new experience for them. So where do you start? There are 3 types of experiences that you can lean into to get people to hold new beliefs, and they are recognition, storytelling, and feedback. So when my boyfriend goes and walks the dog, he comes back from walking the dog, and I recognize him for the effort that he's put in. I thank him because it's a result we both want. Now, you may be wondering if this is possible at an organizational level at scale when you're trying to influence hundreds or thousands of people, and it's absolutely possible. We worked with the director of an emergency department at a major hospital, and she had a team of people who were only gathering next of kin information 42% of the time, and this was a problem. She tried everything to get these people to care. She tried simplifying the form, she tried translating the form, she did a bunch of training on the form, and after 4 months of that action, she looked at the numbers again. They went from 42% to 47%. I mean, she barely moved the needle because she was stuck in the action trap. The problem was that people didn't care about the form. The belief they held about the form was, this is paperwork. We don't have time for paperwork. We're trying to save lives. So what we needed in this situation was storytelling. A couple of key stories was all she needed to create a new experience to drive a new belief. And we helped her identify 2 true stories that happened in that hospital. One was a woman who came into the ER. She had been hit by a car. They did not gather her next of kin information. She fell unconscious, and ultimately she died. They later found out that she had a medical condition that if they had known about, they might have been able to save her. The second story, same hospital, different time, an older gentleman came in. They did gather his next of kin information. He fell unconscious. They called the daughter. The daughter informed them about some medication that he was on. They adjusted the protocol, and he survived. She told those 2 stories for 3 weeks, and check the numbers one last time. After 3 weeks, they went from 47% completion rate of that next of kin form to 92% of the time. What happened? People actually started caring about their form because their belief changed, which led to them taking new action. And that ultimately got everyone a new result. That is the power of creating intentional experiences through either feedback, storytelling, or recognition that will drive people to hold new beliefs, which will get them to actually care and take accountability for their actions so that you can get the result that you and them want to achieve. That is how you get people to give a shit. Thank you.